Morning, y'all. Had a couple of cancellations this morning, so I thought that I would just take the time since I'm awake to do a little short class for you all and to post it up free so you kind of know what it is that we're doing out here in Montana. It's been a minute since I've done kind of a free class, so it should be a nice little time. But I hope everyone is good and everyone is well. With that said, if anyone has any questions post the class after you guys view it and whatnot, please feel free to reach out. A couple of cool things coming down the pipeline. So pay attention. In February, myself and a group of allies are going to be having a conversation around the whitewashing of supremacy within our bodies. So stay tuned for that one. I'll release that at the end of the week. It should be good. So focusing on the healing of white-bodied supremacy and trauma. And classes and stuff on the schedule. Folks that are here in Missoula get the opportunity to have me in person. I'm still teaching Monday and Wednesday mornings at 6 a.m. Through ClassPass. So you always have that opportunity to catch me. Monday afternoons at noon, putting class on the schedule as well. So check that out. And you can catch that through Eventbrite. And then on Thursdays, next week, we will not be doing it this Thursday, but next week, yoga for everybody. So a class that's more catered to older adults, folks with disabilities, folks with injury. The majority of the class will take place on a chair. So lots of breathing exercises, some twists, a couple of like holding postures, a lot of neck and shoulder work and chest openers within that as well. So just a couple things to keep in mind. With that said, let's go ahead and come to a comfortable seat on our mats. If you got pillows, you can use them to sit on. Go ahead and just make yourselves and your bodies as comfortable as possible. In my mind, you can never have too many pillows. They're great for props. They're good for inclines, all of the things. I'm gonna listen to some music this morning too, because why the hell not? Run down through the sit bones. Let the crown of the head ascend up to the sky. Come into breath. So breathing in through our nose. Coming all the way up to the top of the breath and then exhaling through our mouth. Big inhale. Exhale. Go for two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. We always start off our practice giving gratitude. We first give gratitude to ourselves for showing up on our mats, understanding that this is a healing practice. Sometimes healing is not easy, but we do it in order to create a little bit more ease within our bodies, to cultivate some more peace within our bodies and our minds. Understanding that as we move through discomfort, on the other side of discomfort is change. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. We give gratitude for this earth, the water, the air, and the lands that we stand on. Understanding that we live in a space of abundance, often told lies and untruths of scarcity that we have to take in order to continue to live. And this is just not true. So breathe into that space of abundance. And exhale. We give gratitude for the lands that we are seated upon and for the indigenous people of these lands out here in Montana, up here in Missoula, it's the Salish. Surrounding tribes are Blackfeet and Kootenai. I encourage anybody that's at home to take some time to research the indigenous tribes of the spaces that you are and give gratitude to them every day. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. We give gratitude for this practice of yoga. Understanding that practice is ritual. Ritual stems and comes from culture. And culture is created by people. And this practice of yoga, this practice of peace, was created by Black and brown people from Africa, India, and various parts of the Middle East. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. And then we pull a person or persons, place or places into our mind's eye. Draw them in it down to heart center. Take note of everything that has been given, everything that has been received, everything that has been learned, and everything that has been taught. Understanding that it all has come from a space of love. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, slowly blink open your eyes. Come back into the room and into the space. Take notice of anything that might be a little bit different in terms of detailing or something that maybe you didn't notice before. Take a quick soft look out over our right shoulder, back behind us. Same thing on that opposite side. Understanding that the cultivation of a deeper sense of awareness also cultivates a deeper sense of empathy. Let's inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, press the palms into one another. Pull the palms down through heart center. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, shoulder blades roll down the back. Palms press and slowly pull down through heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up overhead. Come up out of the waistline, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Reach with the fingertips. Exhale, hands move down through heart center. Interlock the fingers. Flip the palms out and bring the palms up overhead. Settle into your seat. Maybe you do a couple of wavy movements. Nice tight lock with the fingers. We'll do a little bit of Kapalbhati breath this morning. So the way Kapalbhati works, y'all, you snap the part of the low belly in, right? The inhale happens automatically. So we focus on the exhale. You can do it through your nose, or you can do it through your mouth. Understanding that doing it through our nose, we keep in a little bit more heat in our bodies. It's a good one for the winter time. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Half of an inhale. And then we pulse. Inhale up. Exhale, release the fingertips, bring them down to the sides. Tent down through the fingers. Try to press down through the palms. Let the sternum come up to the sky. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. And then press down through the hands, extending out through the arms. So it's a really small movement stretch, but you'll feel the stretch coming from the shoulders all the way down to the tips of the fingers. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, press. Go ahead and slowly release. Inhale, arms come up overhead again. Exhale, hands move down through heart center. Interlock your fingers, but do it that opposite way this time. Press the palms out. Palms come up overhead. Big inhale here. Exhale. Half of an inhale. And then we'll pulse out. Inhale up. Exhale, slowly release the hands, bring them back down to the side. Same thing again. Press down through the fingertips and the palms. Let the shoulder blades roll down the back. So tenting with the fingers, but then we try to ever so slightly press down through the rounds of the palms. Keep the chest lifted. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly. Go ahead and take a couple of rolls with the shoulders here. So up and towards the ears, down the back with the shoulder blades for 2 more rotations. And then go ahead and bring the shoulders forward. If you want to see really good shoulder work, y'all, my friend Marlene laughs at me about shoulders, but go and watch like traditional Ethiopian dance. Okay, just saying. Go ahead and take that right hand, place it down to the mat. Sweep that left arm up and over. If you're up on blocks or if you're on pillows, you have the option of coming down. Reach or moving them away from your seat. Reach with the fingertips. Maybe put a little bit more of a bend. Come out of that waistline, pull in on the low belly. Serve the earth. Hand comes down. Opposite hand comes up and over. Big inhale here. Roll open through the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Really stretch and reach. Exhale, serve the earth. Pull in on the low belly as that hand swings down and around. Hand comes up and over. Exhale, serve the earth. Hand comes down towards the mat. Same thing on that opposite side. Hand swims up and over. Exhale. You can be exaggerated in your breath as David Vendetti speaks. If folks are really interested in doing any type of like yoga training as well, some things to think about, y'all. David Vendetti is hosting a 500-hour liberation yoga training. I can't speak highly enough about the curriculum that he has put together and the people that he has involved in the space. So please take the moment. If you have any questions, you can talk to me, or you can reach out directly to David. I can give you his contact information. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Take that right hand, it comes down to that right knee. Left hand comes back behind. You can tent the fingers at the base of the spine to start. Don't underestimate the power of the grip. Go ahead and look out past that left shoulder. Turn and twist. Low belly pulls in. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. If you want to, this left hand can come around to grab onto the outside of this hip. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slowly release. Come through center line. Inhale, arms up. Left hand comes down to that knee. Hand swims back and behind. Tent the fingers to the base of the spine. Pull up through the chest. Big inhale. If you are pregnant, do not twist too deep. Hand comes around if you want to come on to that hip. Nice deep inhale. Roll back and down through that right shoulder. Look out past the shoulder. Think about relaxing and releasing through the jaw. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly. Bring yourself back to center line. Let's go ahead and do a little hand exercise this morning, y'all. Right palm flips up. Grab onto the pinky. You're going to press the pinky down, and then the thumb of that left hand comes into the top of that right hand. You flip and press that hand away. Pull on that pinky finger ever so slightly. And slowly we back ourselves out of it. Same thing, ring finger. Press and pull on that finger ever so slightly. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, come out. Middle finger, big inhale. Flip and press. Pull on that finger ever so slightly. Release. Pointer, index, flip and press. Hold here. Release. And then thumb, you're going to pull it out and over a little bit. Press into the back of that hand. And then flip. Press. I like to take my thumb on my left hand and kind of apply a little bit of pressure right in that top joint of the thumb. And slowly come back out. Give the hands a little shake. See if one hand is bigger than the other. Usually I've got a good half a joint, or at least one joint on that pinky finger. Then we do it on the opposite side to balance it out. Hand is up. Grab onto the pinky finger. Press and flip. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, you can slowly come out. Grab onto that ring finger. Inhale. Flip and press. Hold here. Slowly comes back out. Index. Or middle finger, excuse me. Flip and press. Same thing. Last two, index finger, flip and press. And then last one, grab onto the thumb, pull it out and over, press into that hand, flip and press. Slowly bring that hand back up, shake it out. Make sure your hands are the same size again. Magic. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Interlock the fingers, nice tight grip. They should feel a little bit different, right? Elbows are out. Pull forward with the chest. Engage the low belly. Nice deep inhale. Breathe all the way from the base of the belly up into the base of the throat. Exhale, tuck the chin down towards the chest. Hold here. Try to swallow a couple of times. Not the most uncomfortable or comfortable position, but it helps us with our digestive system. And then inhale, we pull ourselves back up. Exhale. Press down through the chin. Last time, inhale, chest up. Exhale. Relax and release through the back of the neck as you apply that compression in the front part. And slowly come back to center. Release the hands, bring them to the knees. We're going to do a couple of just rolls through our center line. So holding on to the knees as we draw our chest forward on our inhale. On our exhale, we pull in on our low belly and come back. So thinking about how you snap in, hold that snap as you circle back through your midline. Okay? Nice deep inhale. For 2 more rotations on this side. And let's go ahead and take it back that opposite way. Swing back around. Hold on to those knees, y'all. So for 4 more rotations, see if you can keep the sit bones planted to the mat as you roll through. For 1 more. Back to center line. Let's go ahead and tent down through those right fingertips. Sweep that left arm up and over. Sit up nice and tall. Pull that ear towards the shoulder. Big inhale here. Breathe up through the side of the neck. Relax and release from the jawline here. And breathe up into the side of the skull as well. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and release the head. Hand comes down. Take that palm. Flip it. You're going to sit on it with that right cheek. Keep the head cocked over to the side. And then take the chin down towards the chest. So get a nice long stretch. The back part of the neck here. Down to the top of the shoulder. Again, breathe into the side of the face. The skull. Big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and slowly bring the head back to the side. Go ahead and tent out with those opposite fingers. Sweep that right hand up and over. Cup onto that left ear. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale here. Again, check in with the jaw. Draw the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Release the ear. Keep the head cocked over to the side. Take that hand. Sit on the palm. And then slowly take the chin down towards the chest. Stretch out here through that side of the neck. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. Exhale, take the head back over to the side. Take the chin back to center line. Come off that palm. Let's go ahead and take our knees. Pop them up. Grab onto the front part of the feet and the ankles. Pull them back towards you. And if you can, roll over the tops of the shins. If you can't, totally cool. We kick our legs out. We cycle on our hips. Just kidding. I mean, you can. Then the hand comes back down to the side, right? Yoga is just a slow dance, y'all. It's like I was watching a bunch of women at the women's club the other day doing, strength training stuff. Same postures, right? Same exact postures. So tabletop, nice flat back, press down into the hands. We'll come into our cow, pull forward with the chest. Let the hips rock up to the sky, but think about tucking the tailbone, pull the chest through. Breathe into the torso. Exhale, pull in on the low belly, tuck the tailbone, press down heavy into the mat. Head hangs super heavy, tops of the feet press down. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, press. Inhale, chest comes forward again. Exhale, press. One more time, yeah. Inhale, still pressing down through the tops of the feet, tops of the shins. Exhale, press. Maybe you rock back and forth side to side and the hips a little bit. Take the knees wide. And then let's do a couple of barrel rolls. Roll down and around. You can have, your rolls can be as small as you want to in movement, or they can be big, right? So take whatever it is that you feel that you need. Great thing as you practice at home, that space of self-consciousness that sometimes happens in posture can just go away. I like to say when we're in studio together, stay in your own lane, mind your own business, right? Your hips are the only hips that you should be worried about. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and move it back to that opposite direction. Again, As small as you want to take it, as large as you want to take it. But 2 more. Pressing down through the tops of the feet, tops of the shins. Last one. And then exhale. Bring yourself back into the table. Take the knees underneath the hips. Tops of the feet are flat. Hands come down to the mat. Stretch out, puppy pose. Puppy's right in between what would be a down dog and a child's. Drop the chest down towards the mat. Forehead can come down towards the mat if you want to as well. Big inhale. Breathe into the upper part of the back. Exhale, hold. 2 more, big inhale. Exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale. Press into the forearms and the palms. Let the hips drift forward. We come into our Sphinx. Adjust yourself accordingly. Okay? Elbows are underneath shoulders. Hands are pressing down into the mat. Legs are engaged as much as you want them to be, right? Press down into the tops of the feet. If you engage the legs, your knees will come up off the mat. Maybe the quads right above the knees will come off the mat. Pull forward with the chest. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, big inhale. Crown of the head is coming up to the sky a little bit as the chest pulls forward. Big inhale. Exhale, come all the way down to the bust line. Hands come next to the bust. Take the elbows in close to the side body. Flip the toes. And then go ahead and press up to the knees. And then pop up to your down dog. Pedal out through the feet. Hands are nice and wide. Nice deep inhale. Check in with the elbows. Turn them so they're looking back at you so you can broaden out the upper part of the back. Maybe roll over the feet. Ankles. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, feet come a little bit wider on the mat. So edges of the feet come to the ends of the, pinkies come to like the edges of the mat. Walk the hands back ever so slightly. Take that right hand, bring it around to grab on to the outside of that left ankle. And you can pop yourself to look up underneath that armpit. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, replace that left hand with that right hand. Press down through the palms. Hand comes to the outside of that foot, big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and slowly walk the hands back towards the legs. You can take your 2 peace fingers and bring them around your, or in between your big and second toe to grip onto your big toe. Pull yourself forward here, so pull. Head comes forward, nice flat back. You can put as much of a bend in your knees as you need to. Maybe you shift back and forth side to side here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Use the elbows to drag yourself down and over the tops of the hips. Maybe knees are bent. Lift the hips up to the sky, straighten through the legs. Engage the low belly as for forward folding. Exhale, release the feet. Heel toe the feet back to the midline. So feet are going to be right underneath your hips. Good measurement space on this one. You can take 2 fists, put them in between the feet. Okay. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins. Head sails forward, tailbone sails back. Engage the quadricep muscles. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Let yourself hang heavy here. You can grab your opposite elbows. Maybe sway. Maybe you do some figure 8s with your elbows. If you go from one side, make sure you back it up and do that opposite. Ground down through the feet. Big toe mound, baby toe mound, and heel. Engage the low belly, and slowly we'll sweep ourselves up to standing. Exhale. Hands move down through heart center. Nice job, y'all. Not that I can see it, but I know you're doing well. If you're up doing yoga right now, I know that you're doing well. Okay, inhale, arms sweep. Interlock the fingers, release the index fingers, pull up and out of the waist. Round down through the big toe mounds. Big inhale. Drag the weight of the body into the balls of the feet. So you almost catch with your toes, but then drag the weight of the body back into the heels and distribute your weight equally between the big toe mound, baby toe mound, and heel. That's the bandha and the bottom of your foot. You draw energy up in that space. Big inhale. On our exhale, we're gonna rock ourselves over to the right-hand side. Again, check in with the weight of the body. Take that right armpit towards the front of the room. Left hip comes towards the front of the room. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull with the fingertips. And then you press through that left hip. Big inhale. Exhale, release this hand. Press down to the side of the body. Reach over here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, bring that hand back up to meet. Come back to center line. Inhale up. Exhale, come over to that opposite side. Pull hands. Right, so nice tight grip all the way up to the webbing with the hands. Try to keep the biceps right next to the ears. Kick that right hip out a little bit more as you take that right armpit towards the front of the room, left hip towards the front of the room. Big inhale. Exhale, release this hand, press down to the side, pull a little bit more. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arm comes back to center line. Inhale up. Exhale, hands pull down through heart center. Let's breaststroke those hands out and around. Interlock the fingers. Pull down through the fist. Raise up through the chest. You can put a bend in the knees here. Pull the chest up. Big inhale. And then you can work to straighten the legs. Maybe pull back a little bit more, but don't collapse into that low back. We have a tendency to really come down and press into the tops of our hips, right? So keep the chest up, big inhale. Exhale, put a big bend in the knees, engage the low belly, and bring yourself all the way down and over the tops of the thighs. Fists come up to the sky, big inhale. Exhale, hold. Nice tight grip with the fist. Try to pull the fist as far away from the low back and sacrum as you can, but don't kill yourself doing it, right? It's a lot of strain on the shoulders. Big inhale. Head hangs super heavy. Release the hands. Go ahead and take the palms, bring them underneath the feet. Stand on the hands. You can move your toes and kind of massage out through the hands a little bit. Inhale, engage the low belly. Exhale, go ahead and release. Hands come down to the mat. Step, step, back into plank. Nice flat back. Press back through the heels, pull forward. Let's lower down through chaturanga. Inhale up to forward facing. Pull forward with the chest. Let the shoulder blades cascade down the back. Press down into the tops of the feet. Roll over the big toes simultaneously. Press back into your down dog. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Pedal out through the feet. One more time. Big inhale. Check in with those elbows. Spot right in between the two thumbs. Step, step. Step with the foot you don't normally step with. Feet come up to meet hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. Engage the low belly. And then inhale. Let's sweep ourselves all the way up to standing. Exhale. Hands move down through heart center. We're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to interlock our hands the opposite way. One brain, opposite brain. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Interlock your fingers, the uncomfortable grip or the way that you did not do it last time. Come up and out of the waist. Check in with the feet again, big inhale. On our exhale, we're going to bring ourselves, let's go to the left-hand side first this time, y'all. Use the strength of the hands. Again, left armpit forward towards the front of the room, right hip forward. Check in with the weight and distribution of it across your feet. Big toe mound, baby toe mound, heel. Exhale. That left hip kicks, or right hip kicks over a little bit. And we pull to the left a little bit more. Big inhale. Exhale, release that hand, press it down into the side, reach a little bit more. Exhale. Inhale, hand comes back up. Interlock those fingers. Bring yourself back to center line. Inhale up. Exhale, same thing on that opposite side. Engage that bandha in the low belly. So that spot that we snap in Kapalabhati, same space. We pull over to that opposite side. Right armpit towards the front of the room, left hip towards the front of the room. Check in with the distribution of the weight. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, release that hand, bring it down to the side, press and pull, roll open through the chest. Big inhale. And exhale. On our next inhale, hand comes back up to meet that hand. Interlock those fingers, pull yourself back to center line. Come up and out of the waist. Exhale, release the hands. They come down through heart center. Breaststroke those hands out and around. Hands come back behind. Interlock the fingers. That opposite uncomfortable grip, right? Pull down. Open up through the chest. Maybe put a big bend in the knees or a mini bend in the knees. Pull forward here. Lift the chest. Big inhale. And then put a big bend in the knees. Engage the low belly. Come down and over the tops of the thighs. Fists come up to the sky. Big inhale. Maybe you rock back and forth, side to side a little bit, just to coax the arms open. Exhale. Go ahead and release those hands. Go ahead and step on those palms again. Pedal out through the toes, massaging out through the palms. Maybe shake the head, yes. Maybe shake the head, no. Release the hands. They come down to the mat. Step back into that plank. Big inhale here, y'all. Shift back through the heels, pull forward. We lower and lift. Big inhale. Exhale, roll over the toes. Press back into down dog. Pedal out through the feet. Check in with the hands. Check in with those elbows again. They're looking down to the mat. Spread out to the upper part of the back. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, spot right in between the two thumbs. Step, step. Feet come up to meet hands. Inhale, flat backs. Engage the quadricep muscles. They pull up and in and wrap around our bones. Exhale, we come down and over the tops of our thighs. Engage the low belly. Inhale, we sweep ourselves up to standing. Exhale, hands pull down through heart center. All right, y'all. Let's do a sun B. So we did a couple of rounds of the sun A or modified sun A's. We'll do a sun B, and then we'll stretch out, and I'll put y'all into Shavasana. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, slide down into chair. Pull on the low belly, chest rises. Chair, there's a couple of things. Ashtanga says that you can take your feet close together, right, and do more of a lightning bolt. Hands are here where the knees come over the tops of the toes. That can, I almost swore, but that can really mess up your knees, y'all. So you can always take feet apart, sit, seat way back, pull up through the chest, engage the low belly here. But it really just depends on what it is that you're feeling, right? Nice deep inhale. My whole thing is like, don't do the same thing all the time. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, flat backs. Hands to shins, head sails forward, tailbone sails back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step back into that plank. We lower down through chaturanga. Inhale up to forward facing. Roll over the toes simultaneously, press back to down dog. Go ahead and take that right leg out behind. Check in with the hip. We have a tendency to kick over this way. Keep the hips in a nice straight line. Lift from the leg. You can either point the toes or flex the toes. Again, play around with it. Big inhale. Shift forward. Step that right foot up to meet the right hand. We'll inhale ourselves up into a high lunge here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Check in with the integrity of the spine. This back knee can be bent, okay? So it's more about the integrity of the spine, so we're not way out here putting a wave in our low back. Get yourself down. Tuck the tailbone in a little bit. But again, play with it. Big inhale. Exhale, come down to that knee. Cross that right arm over, the left elbow over that left knee. Press into the palms. Back foot can either be with toes tucked under or back foot flat. Big inhale. If you want to this morning, you can press out through that heel. And if you want to, you always have the option of taking that hand to the outside of that foot or to a block. Hand comes up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Go ahead and slowly release. Hands come back down to the mat. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Press back to the heel, shift forward. Lowering and lifting. Exhale, roll over the toes, press back to down dog. Hands are nice and wide, check in with those elbows. You can always go to the music if you want to. Again, it's totally up to you. There's no chance to dance during COVID, so carve out that time for yourself. Left leg comes behind. Again, check in with the hip. Again, we have the tendency to want to really lift the leg, so we lift from the hip, right? But think about trying to lift from the leg first to start. Big inhale. Shift forward. Step that left foot up to meet that left hand. Pull back through that left hip. Press back through that right heel. Inhale up. High lunge. Hold here. Again, check in with the integrity of the spine. Big inhale. Exhale. We can lower all the way down to that back knee. Again, toes can flip or they can stay tucked. Right elbow is going to cross that left knee. Press into the palms. Look out past that shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. If you want to, you can press out through that heel. Engage that right glute as you do and pull back through that left hip. Big inhale. And then that right hand can come to the outside of that right foot. Left hand can come up to the sky. Big inhale. But you don't have to. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, hands come back into prayer. Reframe the foot. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Shift back through the heels. Shift forward. Lowering and lifting. Exhale, roll over the toes. Press back to down dog. Butt right in between the two thumbs. Step, step. Feet come up to meet hands. Inhale, flat back. Engage the quads. Remember, wrap the muscles around the bones. And then we sweep ourselves up into chair. Nice deep inhale. And then press into the soles of the feet, rise. Hands move down through heart center. Hands come down to the sides. Nice job, y'all. All right. Let's go. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat, step, step back into plank. Lower all the way down to the bust line. Hands are gonna come right next to the bust. Elbows are close into the side body. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Chin is out on the mat, tops of the feet press. And then inhale, we pull our chest up. Big inhale here. Exhale. Try not to come in up any higher than the belly button. Shoulder blades are rolling down the back, so we're not way up here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale. If you are pregnant, you can be on your knees and pull yourself back into that cow. Exhale, come all the way down to the chest. Hands come down to the sides. If you want to windshield wiper your feet back and forth, side to side, you can. Let's do another spine strengthener, y'all. I'm big on spine strengtheners. I'm big on floor postures where you can use floors as that resistance space, right? We spend a lot of time doing forward folds in vinyasa and in life in general. We don't do a lot of back bends. So I encourage everyone to really work back bends into their practice. Hands come out to the sides, chin is out on the mat. Point the toes. I like to lift the legs just to take the legs out of the hips. And then we lift chest, legs, knees, tops of the thighs, come up off the mat, point the toes. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths here, big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, y'all. Take that opposite cheek, relax and release. Maybe you windshield wiper those knees again. And then go ahead and put a bend in the knees. Come around to grab on to the outsides of the feet. Pinky toe is in line with the toe cleavage. See if you can keep your knees as close together as you can. They have a tendency to drift in this one and then kick up into the hands. Big inhale. Rock to the soft part of the belly. Exhale, hold. You don't have to crank back on your neck in this one either, right? They have a saying in the hot practice, where the eyes go, the body follows. So take the eyes back, like you could see your toes. Big inhale. And exhale. One more, big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Release the feet. Take the cheek again. And then hands are gonna come next to the bust line. Flip the toes. Press up to the knees. Walk the hands back towards the legs. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Hands come into prayer. Cross the thumbs, pull up the waistline. And like my friend Amy McGovern says, like you're cutting through your favorite dessert, engage the low belly. Try to come down and over the tops of the thighs with as much of a flat back as possible. Big inhale. Exhale. Edges of the fingers hit down to the mat. Take the sit bones back to the heels. Engage the low belly. Head can hang right in between the shoulders and the biceps. Big inhale. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Maybe you crawl the fingers out in front of you a little bit more. And then engage the low belly, slowly sweep yourself back up, center line, flip the palms, let them come down to the sides. Hands come back to heart center. Gaze into your fingertips. Rock down to your seat. I love easy early morning classes, y'all. I also like a really good hot class in the morning that kicks your ass. So, take your pick. Flip the toes, pull them back towards the face. Take the sole of the right foot, press it against the inside of that left thigh, right? Turn the torso towards that straight leg. Move your glutes side to side, right? Try to come onto the front part of your sit bones. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, come down and over the top of the thigh. Pull the chest forward as you engage the leg. Flex the toes, big inhale. Exhale, drop down through the elbows, pull forward, big inhale. Engage the low belly. Remember that we're coming up and over our hip line here. Press the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Thigh receives it and presses back. This is essentially just a seated tree. Right? Pretty much all the postures that you do standing, you can do seated. You just change the foundation. As Jen here at Hot House says, slowly walk the hands back up the leg. Take your 2 peace fingers, sail them down the inside of the thigh. They hook on the outside of the Achilles, right? Palm is faced up. Right hand sweeps, roll open through the chest, ground down through that right sit bone. Big inhale. Big inhale. And exhale. Slowly sweep the arm. We pull ourselves back to center line. Switch up those feet. Press the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Take the 2-piece fingers, sail them down the inside of the leg. They hook on the outside of the ankle, the outside of that Achilles. Sweep. Yeah, we'll do it first this way this time. Sweep that arm up and over, roll open through the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Again, chest is opening. Ground down through that left sit bone. Big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and flip. Bring yourself back up. Turn the torso towards the straight leg. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, come down and over the top of the thigh. Pull back through that hip, pull forward with the chest. Press the sole of the foot into the inside of the thigh. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, drop. Low belly engages because we're doing a forward fold, right? Trying to keep as nice and flat as a back as possible. Press the sole of the foot into the inside of the thigh a little bit. Big inhale. Exhale, take the hands, walk them up the legs. Extend both legs wide. And you can kind of do a shuffle in this one where you lift, press forward a little bit. Move your hips back and forth, side to side. So again, come onto the front part of your sit bones in this one. Relax and release through the tops of your glutes, tops of your hips. Engage your legs. And then slowly, don't underestimate the strength of the hands. Walk the fingers out in front as you roll over the tops of the hips and bring the chest down towards the mat with a nice flat back. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Two more big breaths here. Big inhale. And exhale. Two more here. Big inhale. And exhale. Take your breath into the inside of your thighs, into your groin. Big inhale. Exhale. Hands walk back towards you. Take the hands up underneath the knees. Slowly pull them up. Let the heels drift to center line. Press out through the heels. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the glutes out from behind you. Flex the toes back towards the face. Arms come up overhead. And then go ahead and let yourself sail over the tops of the legs. Grab onto the base of the feet. Relax and release through the hamstrings, the back part of the knees. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Pull and drag the heart forward as you release into the posture. Nice deep inhale. Slowly, go ahead and slowly release. Walk the hands back up. Bring yourselves all the way down to the back. Take the right knee in towards the chest. Nice deep inhale. Press out through that left heel. If you want to, you can extend that leg up. You can grab onto the back part of the calf, or you can grab underneath the thigh. Flex the toes back towards the face. Press the heel up towards the sky. Big inhale. Put a bend in the knee. Arm comes out to the side. Left hand comes to the outside of that right knee. And then go ahead and shift that leg over. So think about relaxing and releasing through the inner part of the groin and the IT band on that leg. And then go ahead and twist. You can stack that right hip over that left and look out past those left fingertips. And slowly come out of it. Extend that right leg down to the mat. Take that left knee up. Interlock the fingers, maybe that opposite way again. Pull them around the shin, press out through the heel. Big inhale. And exhale. The leg comes up to the sky. Interlock the fingers back behind the calf. Press the sole of the foot up. Stretch through the hamstring. Engage the muscles in the leg, wrapping around the bone. Big inhale. Exhale, put a bend in the knee. That hand on the right hand comes outside that left leg. The left hand can extend. And then just drop that knee over body. Look up past the fingertips. Nice deep inhale. Engage the low belly. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and come back to center line. Let that leg come down to meet that right, and then pull both knees up into the chest. Arms come around the front part of the shins. Lay the shoulder blades down. Lay down through the low part of the back, and you can rock yourself back and forth here a little bit. If you want to take a happy baby, you have that option. These fingers can come between the big toes, or you can grab onto the outsides of the feet. Pull the knees down towards the earth. Try to keep the low back down. You can extend through one leg and then the opposite. You can take the soles of the feet together and go ahead and just lay the soles of the feet down to the mat. Breathe into the belly. Open up through the hips a little bit. Maybe press down through the low back a little. And then let the feet just kind of cascade down to the ends of the mat. Toes flop out to the side. Palms are faced up to the sky. Nice deep inhale. Coming into our Shavasana. Y'all can stay where you're at. Come into your breath. Nice deep inhale. I'll read a little something to y'all. This is from the first training manual that I received at South Boston Yoga. Again, David's plan is really incredible, y'all, and what he's doing within liberation right now. And this training and all the presenters that he's pulling in is really incredible. Let's read this one. Just a couple things to focus on. And then I'll read you the full piece. And folks can pop out whenever they feel like they want to, but if they want to stay and listen, obviously you're more than welcome. Viktor Frankl said, "What is to give life must endure the burning." And Eckhart Tolle says, "You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold." That is how important you are. So because I've been having a lot of lucid dreams lately, and I was talking to my counselor, and she said that there are a lot of folks that she's been talking to that have said the same. I'll read this piece on lucid dreaming by Leo Hardin. Lucid dreaming is a term that refers to waking up inside a dream, realizing it is a dream, and then continuing the dream with this understanding. Seeing through the illusion of separation could be termed lucid living. as it is not you waking up from the dream of life, but the impersonal awakening to the dream of life. From which point could an illusion see through itself as an illusion? What could an assumed doer do to become a non-doer? What thought could take the thinker beyond thinking? The answer is nothing and none. Like Rumi said, whoever brought me here will have to take me home. This coming home reveals the illusory nature of the ego, the world, time, and space. All this does not disappear in a blast of white light, but what does disappear is a sense of separation that constitutes the ego illusion. Although it may put a glint in your eye as you delight in this cosmic illusion, there will be actually no you to delight in it, no you to see it, and no you to get it. The play, including your role in it, continues with the alter perspective of knowing, delighting, and seeing, without an individual claiming these as personal activities or achievements. What is left is that which appears as you and everything your true self, which is already and always awake to the dream of life. This realization happens by itself. No new knowledge is acquired, but old assumptions fall away. No effort in the world can make you what you already and actually are. The truth behind ego is no thingness to close for investigation. Let me repeat that again, y'all. The truth behind ego is a nothing less, nothingness, or no thingness to close for investigation, since it is the very source from which the attempt to investigate arises. Seeing this makes it clear that the activating agent in all your actions is not a fictional me, but the universal energy or one's true self. The belief in a me, as well as a seeking for enlightenment, is seen through no one as nothing, but the playful activity of this primal activating energy. The cosmic joke of the seeker is that the energy fuels the seeking. The energy that fuels the seeking is precisely what is being sought. In Zen, this is called riding an ox in search of an ox. The way Wu-wei compared it to looking for your spectacles, not realizing that they are on your nose. And were you not looking through them, you wouldn't be able to see what you're looking for. It awakens itself more, or more to a point. It is awakeness itself. It is the light in which all apparent opposites reveal their interdependence and ultimate oneness. It is the clarity in which the illusion of separation dissolves. The witness and that which is witnessed merge into witnessing, while the illusion of the past and future dissolves into the clarity of timeless presence. As it is, life has no meaning beyond itself. It is always at the point of completion, and simultaneously as fresh as the morning dew at the dawn of creation. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. And one last inhale. And on your exhale, you can roll yourselves over into a fetal position. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana, you always have that option. In fetal, I like to remind folks that this is where all of our bodies were formed. It's in this space we're surrounded by nothing but blackness, warmth, water, and love. You can always come back to this space, y'all. You can always come back to love. Take a nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, you can slowly press yourselves back up to a simple seated posture. And come to heart center. The divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine in the collective we. Understanding that we're all from our mother's blood and our father's seed. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me today and for trusting me with your bodies. Saying namaste is culturally not appropriate, as I'm a white woman teaching this practice here in the States. So to that, I will say, hold love close to your heart, your spirit and your soul, and walk in peace as you leave your mats and go out into this world. All continues. There's not a finality to this. Thanks so much, y'all. If anyone has any questions, like I said, please do not hesitate to reach out. Remember David Vendetti's Liberation Yoga Training, 500 hour. I think Houston will probably circle back in a little while and do a 2 and a 3. Again, 2. Even if you don't want to teach, the learnings of all of this is well worth it. I would also recommend that folks, expand your practice if you're in it. Marlene Boyette, Linda Wells, Pompey, goes by Third Eye Felt. Reach out to me with any information or any questions, and please stay tuned for the announcement about this workshop series that's coming out this weekend. That will start to take place every Saturday throughout the month of February, and then we'll figure out as a group where we would like to go as we continue to explore and unlearn this white-bodied supremacy and trauma that a lot of us white-bodied folks keep within ourselves, so we can create a better world and a better space. Thank you all very much. Peace and love, y'all.